As we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Stay tuned for Mets baseball coming up next. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Settling in now, Wilmer Flores. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Ready on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting second, the shortstop, Crawford.
Digging in now, Brandon Crawford. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
1 out, nobody on. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Crawford. Here now the 2-2. In the air to straightaway right. Back goes McNeil. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double. Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 now to Pence. Laid off, but a called strike as that caught the outside. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him. And watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. The 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Crawford at second with 2 down. To 2-2 now. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Jeff Samardzija is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Digging in, Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Mets, the right fielder, number 6.
Now here it comes. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games. The 1-0. Left side, but well foul. Samardzija has hurled more than 1,700 innings in the majors during his career. And over those innings, he's collected over 1,500 strikeouts. Splitter taken here, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Pitch on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
What an amazing AB right here, and what a message it sends to your entire lineup. This guy knows out on the mound he's going to have to battle today.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And there's one down now.
Batting center, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
You know, D-Row, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power has been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the middle, late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
No balls and 1 strike. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Fouled away. Here's another 0-2.
That's a ball.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Here now the 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. Flores has it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting third, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Samardzija gets the sign. Here it comes on 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Flores is there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sandoval, 33 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Here now the 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 22 RBIs. Now the 0-1. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 10 home runs and 23 driven in. One ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
None out, runners at first and second. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. And this will be fouled away. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey. On the ground is short. This could be two. To second, there's Cano. Relay to first, and Belt is gone. It's a double play.
Batting it, the catcher, number 20.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you can definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Striding into the box, Buster Posey, runner in scoring position with UConn. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. And it's fouled away. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Cano is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that pitch is out. Ball, that's out.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And that's in there, 2-1. Here's the pitch.
Ball 3.
On deck, the lefty Robinson Cano. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the 2nd.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Robinson.
Standing in, Robinson Cano, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And there he goes towards second. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is the first year of his new 4-year contract. Working for the punch out and the offering. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 14 homers and 36 RBIs. Here's the 0-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Samardzija has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He comes in at 262 on the year. 3 homers and 23 driven in. Two and 0. Bottom of the second here with no score. Three and 0 now. Ahmed Rosario would be next. Here it comes, the 3-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And he fouls this one off.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Samardzija sets. Here's the 3-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Stepping in, Jeff Samardzija, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Jeff Samardzija.
Here comes the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas. Put some solid wood on it and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Flores, a previous member of the Diamondbacks organization. He signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. No one out with a runner at second. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Davis has got it. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
The bat, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. First pitch on its way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Hard hit ball to second. Cano has it, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Left side. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Ahmed Rosario batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So here now's the pitcher, Marcus Stroman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Ground ball right side. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Samardzija gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. down the stretch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to cruise through this inning, but now a hit and a 3-0 count have changed that. Got to get back in the strike zone right here.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dickerson's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And they start him out away with a cold strike. Slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
2 balls and a strike now. To 2-2 now. Grounded to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Ready for another chance? Pablo Sandoval, a base hit in his first trip. Now the pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. Hit out towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder. Alex.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson. Here comes the first pitch. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Dickerson, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Giants down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Now here it comes.
1-0.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-0 home. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Fouled off. The 3-1. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no play.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0. One and 2 as he chases the slider. Hit on the ground toward the left. And that's through for a hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Boy, big game yesterday from these guys, Vero. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the 1-0 misses up and in.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3-2.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Down the left field line and deep, and no one will get this one. Here comes the payoff pitch. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, J.D. Davis, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
Fouled away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dickerson's on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Stepping up now, Marcus Stroman comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pence coming on. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across in the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We played 4 full. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready now, Brandon Belt. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Brandon Belt.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Cano with it at second. Scooped up. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Buster Posey.
In now, Buster Posey. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Here it comes. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. pops this one up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the former Notre Dame wide receiver Jeff Samardzija. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. McNeil will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. So here's Jeff McNeil. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
The right fielder, number 6.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Into the box, Pete Alonso. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Michael Conforto stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 pitch just catches the inside corner for strike 2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Ball 1 well below the zone. Working for the punch out and the offering. Still 1-2. And he fouls this one off.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone and it got fouled off.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Catcher, number 40, Wilson.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. From the belt, kicks and deals. Ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 2 balls and no strikes to Ramos.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Samardzija sets. Here he comes on 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. A shot down the first baseline. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, this guy makes a living on hitting fastballs. Fall behind in the count, and you make the pay.
Yeah, Dan, you drive to the ballpark every night praying to get in 1-3-1 count so your eyes can light up and you can guaranteed fastball let it eat.
And that misses, ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. And he continues to labor here, coming up on 100 pitches in just the 5th inning.
Boy, D-Row, this is a spot right now. If you're an offense, you start licking your chop. Pitch count starting to get up into the 5th inning. They could be sitting on some big knocks right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Digging in, Wilmer Flores. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Davis brings it in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The bat, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And this is a foul ball. Boy, that was awfully close. And now let's hold on a second here. It looks like the umpires are going to converge, and there may be some question as to whether or not that was really a foul ball. You can see him pointing down the right field line, and I would not be a bit surprised if they decide to go inside to have a look at this, and indeed they will do that. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. The 1-1 home. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Now here's the pitch.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 8, Hunter Pence.
Into the box now, Hunter Pence. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Tyler Rogers enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 71, Tyler Rogers.
So digging in now, Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Comes set and the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Nope. Runners off for second. Grounded back up the middle to Crawford for 1. To Belt for the twin killing.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Mets go down quickly. They lead it 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Ball 2 with a sinker that runs off the inside. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Pablo Sandoval. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he missed with it, ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So in now for San Francisco, Alex Dickerson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
So stepping in, Brandon Belt, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch.
That's out.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. The 1-1.
That's ball 2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, and he has come through big time, as this ought to tie the ball game and maybe even get him a lead.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Brad Brock will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Luis Guillorme will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 13, Luis Guillorme.
Here's Buster Posey now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
You know, there aren't many guys that could just spit on an 0-2 pitch like that. Maybe it fooled him. We won't ever know, but it worked out.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Two balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. Donovan Solano will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 7, Donovan Solano.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes McNeil. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. 1-0. A ball and no strikes. Ready with the 1-0. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Liner towards second, but there to take it in is a well-positioned Cano, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. San Francisco leads this one 2-1. And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just 1 hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi. Tony Watson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7. Now in the box, Luis Guillorme. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. He's set. Here it comes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jeff McNeil. His previous battles with Tony Watson, he's a perfect 2 for 2. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
I get where he's going right there. Sinker and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Full count now. 3-2.
This would be an absolute terrible start to the inning. After drilling the first guy, you can't allow the second guy to reach base via the wall.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2, and he missed with it. Ball 4, so that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch. Down and in here. 1 ball, no strikes. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's 1 gone. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Giants out in front here, 2-1. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping up as the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford.
He's set, and the pitch. In there for strike one. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. In the air out to left. Cespedes on the move. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Pence.
One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and that brings in the outfielder Hunter Pence. First offering on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Not close. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And now a pitch on the way, and he finally gets this one over for strike one.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
One out, nobody on. Three and two, full count. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Now that's popped up. Davis is there, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They lead it 2-1. Sean Anderson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64, Sean Anderson.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Wilson Ramos.
The catcher, Wilson.
Here comes the first pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. windup and the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
The left fielder, number 52.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way.
Inside ball.
The 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
3-0 to him now. A strike, and it's 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, third baseman.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Stepping up to the plate, J.D. Davis. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
There's a strike with the breaking ball.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 0-1 on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
And he's back easily. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
What a momentum shift right there. Now the visitors are down to their final 3 outs. You can bring your big boy in to close this one out.
Jondo Gustave enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Number 74.
Dominic Smith will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Hit well again down the right field line, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Oh, 1 count and the pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This pitch just misses a bit inside and catches him about mid-thigh. That's the meaty part of the leg, so as soon as the initial pain wears off, he should be just fine.
Now to the plate, Luis Guillorme. And maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Lifted the other way to left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the G-men, and New York's taking a 3-2 lead. Jake Marisnick takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning.
Now playing left field.
Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the third baseman, Pablo Sandoval.
Tough situation, down 1 here on the road, trying to score off one of the game's top closers. They've got their work cut out for him.
Here's the first pitch to him, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded to third. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'll be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. In now, Alex Dickerson. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. Throw is too late, so the sacrifice attempt turns into a base hit.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
At the plate now, Brandon Belt grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. from the stretch.
Ball one.
And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Set. Here's the 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
From the belt, the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fouled away. Now another 2-2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Long throw to third. Now he's safe at third as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Robert Gesellman takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Mauricio Dubon will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Mauricio Dubon.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with one away. That'll get down. That'll give him the lead, perhaps even another. And that'll bring in the go-ahead run from third. It's now a 4-3 game. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. A ball and a strike to the Giants' leadoff man.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
McNeil has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now.
Brandon Crawford.
Coming to the plate now, Brandon Crawford. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Gesellman, a California-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Ready on 0-2. That misses 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
1-2. Here it is.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
He's set. The 3-2. Shoots this one over to first. And he tries to take it from a knee, but this gets by a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's out on the tag. But one run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So disaster strikes here in the ninth as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. To the bottom of the ninth we go. Top of the order due up. The Giants lead it 5-3. Reyes Maranta is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Evan Longoria has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Evan Longoria.
To the plate now, Jeff McNeil. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 1-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour, but it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Pete Alonso, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1-1.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yastrzemski is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Now at the plate, Michael Conforto, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Upstairs.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And that swung on and missed on a pitch down. 1-1. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. The 2-1. Two-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Fouled off. The Mets down to their final strike. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And my goodness, that nearly got him as he had to back away from it. It's ball 3.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
The Mets down to their final strike. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Wilson Ramos. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Two out with the man at first. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Two and two to the Mets catcher. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. San Francisco used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. John Del Gustave claims the win out of the pen, his first. Reyes Maranta closes the door for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 3 runs.